Hello everyone, it's Meg and welcome to the first weekly reading vlog for the Animal Crossing and the Backlist Readathons. I'm so excited to be taking part in not one but two Readathons over the next 2 weeks, and they just sound so amazing and they are hosted by some wonderful people, and obviously when I heard about them both, I couldn't not do both of them together, so here we are doing 2 Readathons at once. If you are wondering why, if I sound a bit funny, it's because I feel a bit funny. I don't feel great. I got a sore throat the other day. I think it's because I scratched the inside of my throat eating something the other day, and my throat got horrible swollen, and now it's kind of affecting my nose, and I basically ended up getting a cold, which is super fun, and I don't want that because I am going away at the weekend to the photography show at the NEC in Birmingham, and I don't want to be ill for that because I really want to go. So hopefully I'm going to recover. My throat feels a bit better at the moment. It's mainly just kind of like my nose and stuff. My nose is blocked and it's just not very nice, and I am a bit cold, which is why I'm wearing a jumper and a thick cardigan over the top along with fuzzy socks. So yeah, super fun start to the readathon, but I'm going to show you guys the books that I'm planning on reading this week. So I'm going to try and prioritise certain books for the weeks, because the Backlist Readathon is only 1 week, which is this week, and the Animal Crossing Readathon is this week and next week. But I do overlap a couple of the books, so I guess my priority are about 3 books. So the first one is Skirrid Hill by Owen Shears, which is a poetry collection. Know nothing about it, but it's the longest book that I've been on my TBR, and this covers a couple of challenges for both of the readathons. And then I am also going to be reading If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, which I was going to get from the library and read physically, but I didn't end up doing that yesterday. I was just really exhausted. I may still get it from the library, but I have got it on audiobook, so I'm going to start listening to it on audiobook and just see how that goes, and if I want to, I can still go and get it from the library, as that covers challenges for both the readathons as well. And I had one challenge for the Animal Crossing readathon that I didn't have a book for yet when I did my TBR video, which was the Able Sisters one about strong family values, and I'm currently reading a book that I haven't finished yet before this readathon, and I didn't want to just put it down because I don't like doing that. So I decided to carry on with Dangerous Alliance. That's just the dust jacket because I took it off, which is by Jenny Cohen, and a lot of this is to do with families. It's like an ostentatious novel, and I've been enjoying it, and I was reading this in a weekend reading vlog, which should be up before this video, but I discovered the audiobook yesterday, so I've read quite a lot, so I'm over halfway through, and I am enjoying it. Not got much more to say, but I would like to finish this. This isn't a priority because this is for the Animal Crossing one, but I want to read it as well because this is like my main physical read at the moment, so this is my priority as well. And then I think Nothing by Annie Barrows, I think that's for the Animal Crossing readathon. Yeah, it is for the Animal Crossing readathon, which is also an audiobook, so I'm going to listen to that next week. And Finale by Stephanie Garber, I'm going to finish that next week as well, because that's also for the Animal Crossing readathon. So yes, welcome to these vlogs. I hope you're going to enjoy them, and like I said earlier, I'm going to a photography event at the end of the week. So this vlog is only going to be till Saturday, and next week's vlog will probably start on Wednesday and finish on Sunday, I think. Not entirely sure, but I'm not going to get masses of reading done next week just because of that, and I'm also going to the YA Lit Fest in Preston as well. So yeah, that is my plan, and it is nearly 3:30 now, and I've been feeling rather rubbish. I've been sitting at my desk trying to do work, feeling very blocked up, but I feel like I'm better when I'm moving around, so I might go and get a snack. And then I might go and do a bit of yoga, even though I don't want to take all these layers off. I feel like kind of moving about a bit does definitely help me. So yes, that's the plan, and I hope it's going to be a fairly successful readathon, and hopefully I will do well. The readathons that I took part in last year, I was pretty successful at, and I've completed my TBR. Don't know about this week. I'm not going to put pressure on myself or anything, because obviously I've got quite a bit on over the next 2 weeks, but yeah, I'm really excited to be taking part and filming the experience for you guys. So I think I'm going to have a break now from work and go and get something to eat, and then maybe do some yoga, hopefully I'll start feeling a bit better, and then I will catch you guys in a bit. So it's a bit later on now. It is 20 to 7 and I definitely am not feeling wonderful. It's that thing of like sitting down for too long when you're ill. I don't know about anybody else, but I just don't like it. When I'm moving around I feel a bit better. And I also don't like reading that much when I'm ill, especially when I have a cold, which I know is really strange. But it's that act of like sitting down again, unless I want to stand up and read. But like, that'd be a bit strange in my own home. But I did actually sit down and read because I only did a little bit of work because I just was not feeling sitting at my desk. So I've read a bit of Dangerous Alliance and I'm on chapter 22, which is page 311. So making good progress, and I don't really want to watch videos right now. I'm kind of not in much of a reading watching mood, so I think I've been into rewatching Drag Race at the moment, so I might do that later. But I'm going to read my book a bit more because I've also been listening along to the audiobook, like reading along with the audiobook, which I did for Emma, which was my last read, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I'm going to do that now because even though I should be concentrated on my reads for the Backlist Readathon, I don't want to stop reading this because I am into the story. So I'm going to read more for the majority of the evening and then see how we go off from there. I don't know if I'm going to feel any better, but my head is just all bunged up, my sinuses are awful, my throat's not too bad, but yeah, hopefully I'm going to be better by tomorrow or by the time I go to work on Wednesday. So fingers crossed, and let's get to some reading. So it is now Tuesday and it's the afternoon and I am still feeling rough. Like in terms of like my sinuses and my nose I actually feel better, but my throat isn't very good again today. So I am on lemon and honey and ginger tea. Like it's going out of fashion because I do not want to be ill. I hate being ill. And I actually went out this morning, did some errands, and I bought stuff. You could tell I was ill from the stuff I bought. Like I bought ginger tea, I bought crystallized ginger, I got some like healthy hot chocolate powder, I got those like smelly sticks that are really good, Orbital sticks. These are amazing, by the way. I honestly recommend them so much. And like I even got face masks, which I don't usually buy. Like I got these mini haul time. A sheet mask. I've never used sheet masks before and I was hesitant to buy them because like they're in plastic, but I wanted to try them out. I've never tried a sheet mask and they were $1.99 each, so like how could I go wrong? And I've also got a pink clay mask by Revolution because I've always wanted to try this, and this is the sort of like clay mask that my skin likes. My skin doesn't really like charcoal, but it likes this, so I might try that later on because I'm going to have a bath this evening. But I will update you guys with my reading. So I didn't do as much reading last night as I was hoping to. I just didn't feel good to read. Like I said yesterday, I have a thing about not liking reading when I'm ill, but I have about 60 pages left of Dangerous Alliance. Nearly forgot the name of it then. I'm on chapter 27, which is page 365, so technically I can finish this today because I have been reading it along with the audiobook and I really enjoy that. So I'd like to think that I am going to be well enough. Like I said, I want to have a bath tonight, so hopefully it's a chance for me to kind of get through this and then I can finish it, which would be amazing. And then I have started If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and I've only listened to the first chapter, and for some reason I thought that Meredith was British. I don't know idea why. It's just a book that I've always seen her books in Waterstones and bookshops, and that shouldn't necessarily assume that she is British, but it's American apparently, or at least the book is American. It's set in America with American characters, and I don't know. It's just something that I assumed, and obviously I must have assumed wrong. But yeah, no thoughts on that yet, obviously, because I haven't really got into it yet. So it's actually 3:10 now and I need to do some work. I haven't done any work yet, so I need to try and do something because like need to, even though I'm ill, I want to try and do something and be productive, and hopefully I could be at least pretty productive today and finish this book. But I'm going to go and try and write a blog post and do some other bits and pieces and try and be somewhat productive or achieve something today, and then I'll catch you guys later, and hopefully I will be doing some more reading very soon. We still looking rough, to say the least, but I'm just about to go to bed, and a good hour or so ago I finished Dangerous Alliance by Jennifer Cohen. I did end up enjoying this book. I wasn't too sure at first, maybe the first 50, 100 pages. I feel like just because I wasn't connecting with the writing very much, but I feel like once I discovered the audiobook and listened to the audiobook or listened to it whilst I was reading, and I started to enjoy it more. I did really enjoy the characters. It was a lot more action-packed than I thought it was going to be. Because it was like an ostentatious novel, I thought that it would have similarities to Jane Austen novels in that sense of like there's not as much action like in that a certain way, or like shooting and death and like the mystery aspect as well. It wasn't quite what I imagined, but I did really enjoy it. And I feel like what I especially enjoyed about this is the history behind what it was like to be a woman in the 1800s, and about your expectations in society, and about marriage and divorce as well, and just kind of the relationship and duty of being married. And there is a history note in the back, which if you read this book, definitely make sure you read that, because the author goes into the history. She has researched this, and I don't know whether she's a historian or whether she just really likes history, and I don't personally know a lot about the subject of like marriage and divorce and stuff in the 1800s, but I feel like it was very well researched. So, and she shows lots of examples and stuff, but yeah, I did really end up enjoying it. I gave this 4 stars, and I'm glad that I flew through it a lot quicker than I thought I would. Definitely enjoyable. So if you have this book, I hope you do end up enjoying it. Like I said, it did take me by surprise about how action-packed it was, but I did end up enjoying that. And yeah, it was really good, and also a very educational read as well, like I said, about being a woman and marriage in the time that this book was set. So yeah, even though I did technically start this before the readathon, I'm still glad that I managed to finish a book fairly soon. So I feel like this is like my main physical read, and now I feel like Scared Hill is probably going to be the next book that I pick up, which is the poetry collection, and then I just have Finale, which is a physical read, and I'm going to concentrate on Scared Hill and If I Was Your Girl, mainly. I will, like I said, so I've only listened to 2 chapters, I think, of If I Was Your Girl, and like I said, no thoughts really on it yet. I haven't got that far into the story, but I'm looking forward to continuing with it. So yes, I'm going to go to bed now. Hopefully I'm going to feel a little bit better, because my throat is still rather sore. I'm not looking forward to going to bed. I hate going to bed when I'm ill. I know that sounds really bad, but like, I don't like lying down when I'm ill, if that makes any sense, because like, you get all stuffy. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed now, hopefully get a reasonable amount of rest compared to the last couple of nights, and I will see you guys at some point tomorrow. So it is now Wednesday. I've just got home from work, and if you can't tell by my voice, my cold has now moved down to my chest, which isn't nice, but then again it actually means that my cold is moving and hopefully getting rid of, which is good. I don't feel too bad apart from my chest. So yes, still looking rough and sounding a bit rough, but I do feel better, which is good. And I haven't had too bad of a day at work either, but I am on the ginger tea because I've not drunk enough at work today, because otherwise I'd be running to the loo literally every 15 minutes, and I can't do that at work, so yay. But I thought I would update you guys on my reading. I haven't done much. I did start Scared Hill by Owen Shears, and I'm not very far into it at all. I am on page 8, and I've read a couple of poems, and I think
I've got a grasp of what this book is about. It says in here, let me try and find it. Skirrid is from the Welsh, it's a word that I'm not even going to try and pronounce because I don't know how to say it, which is a derivation of another word, Welsh word that I can't pronounce, which means divorce or separation. And it seems like most of these poems are kind of about things starting or connecting, or I don't know, I can't really explain it, about the dead and the living and the breaking up and putting together of things. I know that sounds really strange. I feel like I actually need to annotate this and then I can make more sense of it, but Owen's writing is a lot different to how I thought it would be. For some reason I thought it would be really hard to understand, like, you know, that poetry that you want to understand but you just find really difficult, but it's actually not, which is actually quite nice. So hopefully I'll be able to finish this sooner than I thought, because sometimes, even though I love poetry, it does take me a while to get through collections, and there's 52 pages in this, so hopefully if I keep reading I'll be able to finish it at some point very soon. And I haven't listened to any more of my audiobook yet, so yeah, I'll try and maybe listen to some tonight, but I remembered that I haven't edited a video for today, so I'm going to do that today and maybe do a bit of work stuff. I need to have a shower, I feel like that might help my chest a bit. But yeah, nothing more exciting to tell you guys about, so yeah, I'm gonna sit and chill for a minute and drink my tea and then go and do some stuff, go and sort of video out, and then have a shower and do some yoga, and hopefully that'll make me feel a bit better. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and then maybe I'll catch you guys in a little bit.
Lighting's not great, but we are going to work with it. It is Friday now, and I didn't update you guys yesterday. I didn't really read much. I was working all day and then I went to my yoga class in the evening, and I don't think I read in the morning, or I didn't read in the evening. I didn't read a lot, put it that way. But I have a little bit more of a reading update for you guys today, and I've read more of Skirrid Hill by Owen Shears, and I'm on page 26, and I guess I am about halfway through. Yes, I am. I'm halfway through, and I am enjoying it. I feel like the writing reminds me a bit of Mary Oliver's writing, because Owen is from Wales and Mary Oliver isn't, but he's from Wales, and I'm guessing he's kind of from the more countryside-esque place, and from the poems and what he writes about, a lot of it includes like nature and animals, like there's horses in here, so I'm guessing maybe he rides. I don't know anything about him, but there seems to be a lot about animals and nature in here, which I really enjoy. And I do really enjoy the writing style. That's what reminds me of Mary's work the most, about the writing and kind of the subject matter of like including nature and stuff in it. And I also enjoying it because it's, like I said, it's a lot easier to understand than I thought it would, and there's some really nice lines in here. But I must admit, I don't really feel much when I read these poems at the moment. I like being able to read collections where you obviously want to be able to feel something, and I enjoy it for the factor of I don't find it difficult to understand, and that it reminds me of Oliver's writing. But I don't know, apart from that, I'm like slightly bored. Mainly for the fact that I just don't feel anything when I'm reading the poems, but it is enjoyable. It's probably maybe on a 3 or 3.5 star read, maybe 3.5 star at the moment, but I am in the mood to read at the moment, so I want to try and read as much as possible. I don't know if I'll finish it this evening because, like I've mentioned previously, I don't do very well with reading poetry collections faster in one go because I feel like I have to savour it or like read the poem again and stuff. But I definitely want to try and read some more of this tonight. I may end up finishing it, like, we never know. And I've actually made more progress on my audiobook for If I Was Your Girl, and I am on chapter 8 now, and I am enjoying it. I didn't know what to expect going into this book, but I am enjoying it. I don't have much more to say apart from that. I'm enjoying the audiobook, and this is probably my main focus to finish. I don't know if I'm going to end up finishing it this weekend, which is a shame because this is, along with Skirrid Hill, my only book for the Backlist Readathon. but I want to try and push and finish this because I also don't have the physical copy, so I can't read it physically. But and there's no point in me really getting it from the library at the weekend. But I don't know, we will see what happens, but I'm going to try my best to listen to this as much as possible over the next 2 days, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to finish both of the book, my audiobook, and this book for the Backlist Readathon, and then I can concentrate on the rest of the books for the Animal Crossing Readathon next week. And something I did look back through the footage of this vlog, and I don't think I mentioned this to you guys, but in case I didn't, the photography event that I was meant to be going to, the photography show at the NEC that I was meant to be going to this weekend, has unfortunately been postponed because of the virus, which I am very gutted about because I was so looking forward to having a few days away with my friends and being surrounded by so much photography stuff, and I was hopefully, fingers crossed, meant to be getting a new camera because of show deals, and we're not going now, which is really, really gutting. It has been rescheduled for September, they've given us dates and everything, but I'm just really gutted because I was so looking forward to it. And also the literary festival I was meant to be going to next week has also been postponed for the autumn. So I am rather gutted that both of them have been rescheduled because I was looking forward to having a super fun month of kind of events and getting to meet loads of amazing people and do amazing things, and that's not happened, which I'm really gutted about, but obviously I know why it's been done. And yeah, it's a bit of a scary time at the moment. You guys know what I'm talking about if you're watching this vlog, but I'm not too disheartened by it at the moment. Like, it is what it is. I think we'll all be okay, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm rather gutted, but at least it means that I have more time for reading because if I had gone away, I wouldn't be reading for the 3 days that I was away. So at least I have more time for reading and dedicated to the readathon and the vlog, which is good. But yeah, still a bit gutted, but at least they are being rescheduled, and so hopefully I will be able to attend both events in the autumn. Like, I really hope I do, like really, really hope. So it's like 7:30 now, and I got home from work a good couple of hours ago. I finished work earlier today, which was really nice, and now I am going to, I've got an idea for a poem, so I think I'm going to redraft that whilst listening to some like low beat stuff. There's something called Something Cow, I can't remember, you guys might have heard of the channel, but I'm into that, in between that and listening to Animal Crossing music when I'm writing and reading. So I'm going to listen to that, and then I want to read some more of Scared Hill as well, and that is basically my plan for the evening. So I'm going to do that now, and then hopefully get a bit more productive stuff done because I'm really in the mood to read and write at the moment, which is wonderful. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that this evening. So it is actually now Sunday, and I didn't vlog yesterday because I ended up working yesterday and then I just couldn't be bothered to vlog, and then I watched Drag Race. So, fun times. But I did finish my second read for the readathon, which is Scared Hill by Owen Shears, and I think I'm going to give this a 3 or maybe 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into this collection, and I enjoyed it more than I thought I did. I really enjoyed the writing. It kind of reminded me of Mary Oliver. It was a lot easier to understand than I thought it did, and there's a lot of nature aspects in this as well, which I really enjoyed. But I just didn't really feel anything when I was reading these poems. I feel like a lot of the time with poetry, for me, sometimes I have to read a poem more than once, and I didn't really do that with this collection, and I probably should have done it, but because I kind of wanted to finish it in time. But if I want to go back through and reread some of the poems to kind of get more of an understanding and kind of fully absorb the poem, then I will do that. But yeah, I was just slightly bored. Like, there was a few poems where it just kind of ran off and I didn't really know what was going on, and I just kind of skimmed over the lines. But it was an enjoyable read nonetheless. I'm glad that I got to read something by him, and I'm glad that it was more of an enjoyable read than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, 3 or 3.5 out of 5 stars, not quite sure yet, but Still glad that I actually finally got to read this, because this is the only poetry collection that I have on my shelf that I have not read yet. So I have read it now, which is wonderful. And I have some more update on my audiobook for If I Was Your Girl. I am on chapter 15 out of 35, so I'm making fairly good progress. But to complete, this is my second book for the Backlist Readathon, and it might be a bit tricky for me to finish it today. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. This was my first read, which I've completed, which is great. And this book covers, If I Was Your Girl, covers both readathons, and I think Skirrid Hill does, but don't quote me on that. I genuinely can't remember, but I might be able to finish this. Like, I'm not sure. Push comes to shove. I'm actually going to go and hang out with some friends later, and it's about a 40-minute car drive each way to my friend's house. So I will try and listen to it whilst I am driving. If it will connect to my car, then I will try and definitely read it, listen to it, because that's a really good time to listen to audiobooks whilst you're driving. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I am enjoying it so far. Not quite what I expected. I didn't really know what to expect going into this book, but I am still enjoying it nonetheless. And I have actually started my last physical read this morning, which is Finale by Stephanie Garber. I've taken the dust jacket off, but I have the beautiful first editions for the UK hardcover. And this is a book for the Animal Crossing Readathon, and this covers the challenge for Rossetti, which is read a book with your choice of bookmark. So this is the one that I'm doing. I read it back in October, and I was enjoying it. I just put it down because I felt like it was just getting a bit much, because I don't read fantasy a lot. So I've just picked it back up now. I'm not restarting it. I do remember most of what happened, and I've read about 2 chapters. I was on page maybe 317 or something like that, and I'm on page 334 now. And because it's a bookmark challenge, I will show you the bookmark because it's the one that's already in there. And this is from A Wildest Dreams book box, and it has a Hollyborn quote from Lemmings and Snowflakes, which is really cute. And again, I'm still enjoying this. I remember most of what happened. I'm usually quite good with that. If I put a book down, I usually remember most of it. But I am enjoying it. Obviously, I've only just picked it back up, but I'm not in as much of a rush for this because I've got until Friday next week to finish this book. So I think that is definitely possible, because I have under 200 pages, I think, roughly under 200 pages, so I should definitely be able to finish this by Friday. So I don't know what my plan is for today. It is around 11:30 and I need to do yoga. I've just come back from sorting Finn out, and I want to do my spread for my Animal Crossing readathon, and for both of the readathons in my diary, because even though some of them are basically over, I still want to do it because it's just, I like doing spreads for them, so I might do that at some point. I need to clean my room, and like I said earlier, this evening I'm going to go and see my friends for the first time in 2020, which I think is rather sad. I've only seen one group of friends this year so far, which is atrocious. So I'm going to go and chill with my friends, which would be nice, and like I said, hopefully listen to my audiobook whilst I drive over there. But yeah, I don't have any more plans than that. I just want a chill day, to be honest with you. I might end up getting called into work, but I really don't want to get called into work because I just need a day to chill, like really chill. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And I also want to start editing this vlog because I want to get it up either today, which is Sunday, or on Monday, one or the other. So that's my plan. So I am going to go and do some yoga and do some other stuff, and then I will catch you guys in a bit. So it's quite late later on now. Excuse my voice. My cough at the end of the cold is really annoying, so my voice sounds a bit funny. But it's nearly 11 o'clock and I spent the evening with my friends, and it's so nice because I haven't seen them since the end of last year, which is atrocious, but it was lovely. And I just got back and I'm going to wrap this vlog up here before I go to bed. So I finished 2 books, and the first book that I finished is Dangerous Alliance by Jenny Key Cohen, which is for the Animal Crossing Readathon for the Able Sisters, the book with family values, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Skirrid Hill by Owen Shears, and this was for maybe around 2 or 3 challenges for the Backlist Readathon. I can't remember them off which challenges they are off the top of my head, but like I said, gave this
3 out of 5 stars. I think I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 3.5. And I don't know if this was for the Animal Crossing Readathon. Must admit, can't remember off the top of my head, but I read this one. And then I physically started reading Finale by Stephanie Garber, which is for the Rossetti Challenge for the Animal Crossing Readathon, and I'm on page 345. And then unfortunately the only other book that I had for the Backlist Readathon was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, which I have been listening to on audiobook. I actually listened to it in the car on the way to and from my friends, and I am on chapter 24 now, so I think I am over halfway through. Yeah, I am over halfway through. And I am still enjoying it. I haven't managed to finish it for the Backlist Readathon, unfortunately, so I'm only going to finish one book, which is Scared Hill. But then again, this is on audio, and I don't always finish audiobooks very quickly. But this is also a book for one of the challenges for the Animal Crossing Readathon. Can't remember which challenge it is off the top of my head again, but I should definitely be able to finish this at some point for the Readathon next week. So that is it for the first weekly reading vlog for these Readathons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously the first week is only the Backlist Readathon, so the Backlist Readathon will have ended by the time this video goes up, and then next week's vlog, which you will get after this one, or maybe a couple of videos along, will be a reading vlog just based on the Animal Crossing Readathon. So yeah, hopefully I will finish most of the books on that TBR. I've just got Finale and If I Was Your Girl, and then I have my audiobook, which is Nothing But Any Barrows, so we'll see how we go along with the audiobook. But yeah, kind of a shame that I haven't finished If I Was Your Girl, but I've still been really enjoying the story and enjoying doing a readathon vlog. Readathons are just great, and they're just wonderful to take part in, and they get really motivated with reading, which is great after being in a reading slump. So I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly reading vlog for the Backlist Readathon and the Animal Crossing Readathon, and you can look forward to vlog number 2 at some point in the very, very near future. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and little bell icon so you'll be noted every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave links to my social media along with the links to my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!